In this video, you'll find out how I made a Catnap costume without any money, how I dressed a real person in it, and sent them into the city in this costume to scare people. Grab your favorite drink, and let's get started. We are starting to create a mask of the character Catnap from the game Playtime. This is going to be a very fun process, so don't skip it. To start, we take a helmet that will hold our head well. We need a lot of cardboard to stick around the helmet. Helmet has too smooth a surface to hold the glue. To prevent the cardboard from easily coming off, we need to make holes in it to strengthen the connection. The mask needs to be durable so that it doesn't get damaged during recording. Also needs to be comfortable so that you can move your head freely. I need to make holes in it to allow for better breathing inside. Nobody on YouTube has ever made a working Catnap mask, so everything needs to be invented from scratch. The mask will be large, so I need to make it as lightweight as possible to not burden the person wearing it. To make it lightweight, I decided to use multiple cardboard sheets reinforced with honeycomb technology to achieve the best possible durability. I also sandwiched pieces of cardboard between the layers to achieve maximum hardness. The next step is to create the outer layer of cardboard so that I can attach the Catnap fur material to it. The whole process takes a long time, and the hot glue emits toxic fumes, so I need to wear a mask to protect my lungs. It's not super comfortable, but what can I do? Sometimes I forgot to wear it. And after a few hours of recording, my lungs felt like they needed replacing. I'm cutting holes in the cardboard so that a person wearing a mask can see where they are going. From time to time, I have to do tests and put on the mask to see if it's not too heavy and how freely I can turn my head from side to side in it. Okay, I think it's all right, but it's getting heavier over time, so I need to be careful not to overdo it. Time for the lips. The Catnap's lips are huge. I'll use foam insulation typically used in plumbing for that. This is Lucas, my specialized friend who you might recognize from our movies where he played Huggy Wuggy. Lucas is skilled at walking on stilts, and he's excellent at it. He's not afraid of any challenges. Lucas needs to practice walking because it's been over a year since the last movie, but he's doing great. The Catnap character walks on all fours, so the arms will also be extended. We'll use orthopedic crutches for that. It's time to try if it's possible to walk with such a heavy mask on extended limbs. Lucas is very brave and never complains. He gave me many valuable tips, such as the fact that he has limited visibility and doesn't quite see where he's going. We need to fix that. The whole costume will make an impression. The character is very tall and monumental. We can proceed with further costume creation. We're practicing different poses and movement variations, and Lucas is giving me tips on what else I can improve. Orthopedic crutches are working great. Additionally, the airflow in the helmet is also limited, so I need to get rid of the visor in which I drilled holes. The costume needs to be sewn, and to do that, I need to gather Lucas's measurements while he's standing in the costume. I can start working on it now. Lucas's head is tilted down, so he only sees what's under the mask. I need to improve his visibility by making larger openings. Additionally, I need to remove the plastic visor from the helmet, but it will be very difficult now because I covered the mask with cardboard and I don't want to damage it. I'm having trouble removing the visor. It's very elastic and resistant to cracking from impacts. I've also tried using a hot knife, but it's not working either. I only managed to create a lot of smoke, and that's about it. This type of plastic is very difficult to melt. Hot plastic could damage the inside of the helmet, so I'm giving up on that idea. It's time to create the eyes. Creating them out of cardboard would be too difficult, so I'll cut them out of foam instead. Initially, the entire helmet was supposed to be made of foam, but it turned out to be too heavy to wear in that horizontal position. I'm using foam typically used for insulating homes in countries that experience freezing temperatures during winter. Foam is a great material for sculpting, but unfortunately it's very hard, so I have to take breaks now and then because my fingers hurt. To give depth to the eyes, I made them from 3 layers of insulation foam and sculpted the eye sockets. Everything is connected with special glue. The eyes themselves are bigger than my head, so the mask will be enormous. It's time to make the nose. I'm doing everything using graphics from the game. Making this mask in 3D is quite a challenge. I love the effect. Now it's time to make the ears. They are large and pointed, so I'll use foam again and sculpt them. However, they won't be as deep as the eyes. The knife for cutting keeps getting dull from the foam, so I have to keep sharpening it. I tried cutting it with heat, but it produces so much smoke that it's not worth it. I'm shaping the edges of the ears to make them as close as possible to real cat ears. Shaping the foam is a really fun and enjoyable process. I can't wait to see how the mask will look when it's complete. To create just the ears, it takes up to 5 hours. I hope that after attaching the ears, it won't look like a mouse. I have put a lot of work into this mask, and I hope it will look exactly like it does in the game. Every detail needs to be perfected, so that the mask doesn't fall apart during the recordings. After all, it's just cardboard. I hope it looks more like a cat and not a mouse. The ears fit well. Now I need to fill in the background of the ears. I'll do this with cardboard. Additionally, to save time on painting and to have a nice texture, I'll stick black fabric onto the ears. Now it looks really good. I need to trim the excess fabric and slowly prepare for gluing the final fur. I had a very hard time finding exactly the right fur to match Catnap from the game. I ordered 6 different towels and 5 rugs to see which would fit best. Ultimately, I chose a shaggy rug with a great purple color that perfectly matched the fur of my cat, Catnap. I cut the rug into strips to glue it to the edges of the ears. I spent a long time looking for the right glue. Unfortunately, hot glue, which would be the quickest, melts the foam. So I chose a different construction white glue that will bond both surfaces well. Unfortunately, I only have one rug that looks like fur, and I couldn't find it anywhere else to buy. The back of the mask won't be as visible, so I'll use a different purple fabric. Not as nice as the one on the front, but it's all I have, so it will have to do. It looks like the ears are ready, but unfortunately, the glue is showing through the black canvas I glued on, so I need to paint over it with some extra black paint. It's time to paint the eyes inside, as well as the inside of the mouth, which are also black. Initially, I wanted to glue another piece of black fabric inside the mouth, but unfortunately, it didn't work out. The fabric wrinkled and didn't adhere well, so I decided to paint foam sheets black and glue them one by one. It's a slow process, but fortunately, it's effective. As a base for gluing the sheets, I made a grid out of cardboard. It's the only way to maintain the lightness of the mask. Gluing these sheets wasn't easy. I also have an idea to include a small mechanism that releases smoke during filming. This way, we could achieve an effect similar to the game where Catnap puts people to sleep by releasing smoke. It could be water vapor. Every element must be very black. In the game, this adds a lot of darkness to the monster, making all the children afraid of it, even though it used to be such a cute mascot. The mask is almost ready, the most important thing being the fur delicately laid on white glue. Every element must be well attached. I can't skip anything. If it peels off or gets lost during filming, I won't be able to replace it because it's impossible to buy that rug that served as the fur for our Catnap. The mask is truly gigantic and doing a phenomenal job. It's so big that it barely fits through the doors of the room I'm in. I didn't measure it, and thankfully, I'll fit. I'm just worried that after putting all of this on, its weight will increase so much that Lucas will have difficulty maneuvering it. As you remember, Lucas will be walking on all fours, and his head will be facing downwards. I'm afraid that due to the weight of the mask, it might fall forward on him. Well, we'll see how it goes. The purple rug material for the mask is slowly running out, so I need to use it very sparingly. His lips are practically invisible. I noticed that he also doesn't have any teeth. I think he might be able to swallow his victims in whole. It's time to attach the ears. To stiffen them, I inserted wooden sticks inside. This way, the ears won't bend in half if Lucas accidentally hits something with his head. And this is how the mask looks from the left and right sides, exactly like in the game. His mouth is ready. Now it's time to work on the back of the mask. I'm worried I might not have enough material, so I'm using the last scraps to finish it. I carefully circle the area where Lucas's eyes will be. I can't cover it with material. As I anticipated, I ran out of shaggy, nice-looking material. It's time to glue on another similar one. Maybe no one will notice since it's the lower and back part of the mask, which isn't visible. Okay, it's time to try it on before Lucas puts it on. It looks really cool and feels good to wear. Finally, the remaining task is to paint over the areas where the white glue is showing with black paint. I love the process of finishing the mask. It gives me a sense of accomplishment that the goal has been achieved. Every element must be checked because sometimes something can be overlooked. Unfortunately, it will later turn out that I used the wrong paint, which easily stains hands and dissolves in water. During filming, if we have to move the mask in the rain, we'll end up all dirty. It's time to clean up the mess that accumulated during the mask-making process. The most cleaning is with the fur that got scattered around and stuck to the carpet and even the green screen, but I'll manage it. It's time to create the front limbs for our costume. The front limbs will be worn on Lucas's arms. I thought for a long time about what the best material would be and came up with orthopedic crutches. However, they are too thin to mimic legs, so I need to thicken them to look good and natural. The only solution I came up with is to attach strong cardboard discs reinforced with honeycomb technology. I attach them every 12 centimeters and reinforce them on both sides. After attaching all the discs, I wrap the entire structure with cardboard to make it solid and ensure the part while walking. Oh no, I damaged the mat with this cut. It's completely unusable now. I hope you will watch the whole video and I'll earn something from it so I can buy a decent one, not this cheap Chinese mat. I have a base for my claws and they look very well made. I'm proud of my work, haha. And can you do this? I doubt it. Ha 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 ha! I wanted the character to walk in the most awkward and creepy way possible, just like in the game. As you can see, cutting out these cardboard elements is very tedious and time-consuming. Look at me, I am very scary Catnap. Everyone is afraid of me because I put children to sleep. Ha ha ha. I found a beautiful purple blanket that I used to make the torso, pants, legs, and arms. The purple material was attached to the cardboard using hot glue. It's time for Lucas to check if the costume I prepared for him is suitable for walking in. I hope he likes it. We are practicing different ways of walking and waving his arms so that nothing surprises us during the filming. The hardest part will be putting on the mask. The last time he tried it on, it was much lighter. Its center of gravity is significantly shifted, so I hope Lucas can manage. It looks like he can walk quite well and it looks okay. Now it's time to go out into the city and scare some people. Oh, I almost forgot a small detail. I need to make the eyes. I made them from white Christmas baubles, and the black pupils are from small hotel shampoo caps. The monster looks complete now. It's a shame Catnap doesn't have teeth. It would look much more impressive, but after all, it's supposed to be a cute little kitty that suddenly puts us to sleep. I hope it doesn't look like it's cross-eyed. I think the eyes are even. It looks a bit like he's mentally challenged, but he's a sweet kitty and very wise. He loves children. Additionally, the kitty has a medallion. I'll make it out of foam and try to paint it somehow. It's supposed to represent the moon, which I think is associated with sleeping. I don't have gold paint, so I'll use black and yellow and see how it turns out. It doesn't look good. The stilts are blue and metallic. They don't really match Catnap's legs. I need to make them furry and purple. I think I'll use glue for that and attach them permanently. They'll look a bit like big hooves, but oh well. Maybe no one will notice they're stilts, haha. Alright, it's time to finally release Catnap into the world. It will be interesting to see how people will react. Alright, it's time to gather all the materials together. I already have the mask, and the seamstress made pants and a hoodie from the blanket I bought. I have crutches. This part of the video is from before the transformation of the crutches into Catnap's real legs. I also have circus stilts. Okay, I think we're ready. We can release our Catnappa into the city, or it seems like we have our first victims.
I am Catnap, and I am very scary. These people have probably never seen anything like me before. Come to me, don't be afraid, ha ha ha. Do you like what you see? Soon, I'll take over the whole planet, ha ha ha. Hey, wait, I was just kidding. Don't be afraid, come back, people. I will give you candy, hey hey. Okay, I don't understand anything. Maybe I'll look for someone in this area. Oh, what's that? Is it some kind of animal from planet Earth? Hey, kitty, come to me. I'm a cat too, just a bit bigger and smarter. But I also don't like humans and couldn't care less about them. Ha ha. We cats, we must stick together.
Hello, big kitty, meow meow meow. You're the Uber cat of all cats, bowing down to you. Soon, we'll rule this earth together, meow meow meow.
Hey, big cat, what are you doing here? Go away.
Oh, dog, with you dogs, we cats have an eternal struggle. You made a big mistake befriending humans. We cats will become the rulers of this globe.
We dogs love humans and we despise you cats. What did you eat to become so big? Did they deliver your food straight from Chernobyl or something?
You're trying to be funny. You're so brave because you know I can't reach you now.
This is my neighborhood. I won't let anyone walk around here. And you, traffic sign. What are you staring at? My country is only for countrymen.
What an interesting area. Maybe I'll be here. This is a good place to be. Maybe I'll find a person to scare.
And you, what's your deal? Do you have a problem? What are you looking for here?
Hey, why aren't you afraid of me? Hey, wait, what are you doing? Leave me alone. Hey, ouch, that hurts a little. Damn stupid people. Hey, wait. Alright, I'm leaving. It's a waste of time to deal with you.
And don't ever show up here again, you freak. You are a monster.
I am not a monster. I am not a monster. I am not a monster. Why can't these people understand that I'm not a monster? I'm just an ordinary plush toy. They created me themselves in the Poppy Playtime factory.
Blah 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 blah. Talking.
I feel so lonely. I wish there was someone who wouldn't see me as a monster.
And then I told him, go and overthrow the communists, and he did it. Wait a minute. Oh dear, what a poor little creature. Wait, I have to go. Hey little one, what's wrong? You are such a cutie. Why are you sitting here alone?
Well,
where is your mom?
I'm just sitting here. I don't have a mom. Someone said I'm a monster.
No, you are not a monster. You are a cute plush toy, and never say that about yourself.
She said I'm not a monster. Maybe I'm really not. Maybe that guy on the street was wrong. I'm a wonderful toy. Oh, a flower. I need to find some new friends. It's very important for my mental health. Oh, a person in a metal vehicle. I need to talk to them and how they are doing. Hey, person, how are you? Hey, Don't be afraid of me. I won't hurt you. Hello, come back. Don't be afraid of me. I'm not a monster. Oh no, someone thinks I'm a monster again. Please wait, I won't hurt you. Come on over here. I'll knock on his vehicle. Maybe he'll get out and want to talk to me. Please, let's have a conversation. Hello, please come back, or I'll feel bad that no one wants to talk to me. Human, come back.